Hello! Today on the Mechanic Cooks, creamy cauliflower au gratin, layered with 3 cheeses and baked until golden, bubbling, and irresistible. Let's get started. We're starting with a whole head of cauliflower. First, trim off the leaves and the stem, then break it into florets, about bite-sized so they cook evenly and layer well in the dish. If any pieces are too big, just cut them in half. Now, steam the florets for about 5 minutes. You want them just tender, not fully cooked, so they hold their shape when they're baked and they don't turn to mush. While the cauliflower steams, we'll get everything else prepped. Starting with a half a medium onion, dice it pretty fine. It'll melt into the sauce and add subtle sweetness without taking over. Next, grate your cheese. I'm using a cup of white cheddar, a cup of mozzarella, and a half a cup of Parmesan. Using grated cheese makes all the difference. It melts better for that smooth sauce and gives you way more flavor. With prep done, let's make the cheese sauce. In a medium saucepan, melt 1.5 tablespoons of butter over medium heat. Once it's melted, toss in the onion and let it cook down until soft and translucent. This step adds a gentle sweetness and builds flavor right from the base. Once the onion's ready, sprinkle with 1.5 tablespoons of flour and stir constantly for about 5 minutes. It gets rid of the raw flour taste and helps the sauce thicken up beautifully. This roux is the foundation of our sauce. Now slowly add 1.5 cups of milk. Starting with a splash, stir until smooth, then keep adding a little at a time. This step is key to getting that silky texture. Once it's all in, season with salt, black pepper to taste, and garlic powder. Turn up the heat just enough to bring to a boil, stirring as it thickens. Now add the cheese, the cheddar, the mozzarella, and the Parmesan. Stir well as it melts. This prevents clumping, and what you'll end up with is a velvety, cheesy dream. Now it's time to assemble. Start by placing a layer of steamed cauliflower directly into your baking dish. Pour half the cheese sauce right over the top, letting it drip down between the florets. Then add the remaining cauliflower and finish with the rest of the cheese sauce. Smooth it over gently, making sure every bit is covered. Bake at 375 for about 25 minutes or until the top is bubbling, browned, and just starting to crisp around the edges. What comes out of the oven is comfort food at its finest. Creamy, cheesy, and packed with flavor. Enjoy your cauliflower au gratin and visit themechaniccooks.com for more great recipes. I left a link in the description, and thanks for watching.